Alright guys, welcome back to another Zeldris Grand Cross video. So we have just gotten the patch notes leaked a little bit earlier. They've now been removed, but people have screenshotted it, so we're able to go through it because the live stream doesn't start for another half an hour when I'm recording. And obviously, by the time the video is out, the live stream will be out. But it does take them a little bit while to get there and showcase the character. And also, they do report the patch notes a little bit later. So now we have like the full details that we can break down and get a little bit of an early head start. So yeah, right now if you go towards the actual, you can see the red note there. It's gone. You can't see it, but obviously I can just say we screenshot it. They've already shown it on Twitter with the little countdown for D1. They showed who the character was. We always knew it was going to be obviously Demon King Zeldris from the first teaser. But it was kind of surprised a little bit to see that they're actually doing the second form rather than the first form. Because, why not? I generally thought, at least the way Alexis leaked it, it was going to be the first one. But yeah, I'm very glad though, because not only is the artwork really, really good, I'm not really a big fan of the Demon Kings entirely. This one I'm a little bit more fan of. I think out of all the three forms, this is probably my favorite one. And the artwork actually looks good. And as we go through the kit, you will see he plays very much like Mashuka Tensei Roxy, which I obviously really, really love in the game. So let's go through it. Yep, he's a dark type, which if you didn't already see it, he's a UR character. And then also like this is like the model in game. It's pretty good. It looks, I don't know, it looks like Sonic, right? Like with his hair or like Shadow. This is like a preview of the banner. Weirdly enough, they don't show it in case Lancelot. We'll just jump to the banner actually so you can see it. But this is the festival lineup. Gopher, Melee, 4, and also, or the OG Melee, right? And also Lancelot. A bit weird they wouldn't advertise Lancelot. This is actually more like a Fortnite banner. Obviously, minus Pelagard's still a new character, fair enough, right? But not the best festival lineup for me personally. I think I wouldn't mind getting more 4s and Gophers, but do I need them? No. I already have Lancelot 6-6. I probably need to have Melee 6-6 as well. And even then, we don't really care about him no more because we have Melee Ellie. No dual characters, obviously, when you have 2 in the game, but you would have liked to see another rerun of Melee Ellie because you kind of want to use the demons with that character. But sure. Also, the filler wise, a bit weird to see Escanor like Assault Melee. Maybe that means something, who knows? But in terms of like the festivals and filler is okay. I mean, we don't have that many crazy new filler characters anyway. It's just basically 4 nights because we always get like, unless we're getting seasonals or we're getting collabs, the only time we really get like normal characters nowadays are 4 nights. So getting like Nassian's on, I think might be one of the first few times she's returned, like Percival. It's not a bad thing. If anything, I literally only want Zeldris and also on this banner. Maybe Esterosa, you might still use him, but probably not. You'd rather use Mael. These are his outfits. I always think Grand Cross misses with outfits, I can't lie. Especially considering the OG outfits always look really, really good. Wish they would have done more with the armor than just give them like kind of redesigns of the old small Zeldris outfits. And I mean, it makes sense, but I'm not a big fan of it. New thing to do with festivals they did last time where you can go in and try demo and yeah, play the character early. King and Diane are going to be getting a new Hot Pass outfit. Looks like it's going to be more hockey theme, I think, from the looks of it. Yeah? Yeah, hockey and like a globe, like is that a trophy? I think that might be a trophy. This is new. Apparently, there's a story like option to probably likely give more context towards the character. Definitely gonna be better for 4 nights. It might be the reason why it was added because obviously a lot of people may have not watched 4 Nights Apocalypse or it's not as popular as 70 Sins. You may have not seen it. So to get a little bit of story lore is actually kind of good. This is kind of a good change a little bit. They've now added an option where on the banner and then actually increased the ultimate level to see what changes if you need to get him towards a crazy dupe level, like how if you didn't see last time, Jinwoo had to get towards 2-6 to get the actual damage cap. So it's a good little change because previously you could do it, but only when you pulled the character for the first time. At least now off the bat, you can straight away go into the banner, see, okay, what do I need to get the character to rather than checking the forms. And here we go. We have the character's actual kit here. So I've already read through it, so we have a little bit better understanding. So what he's going to do is increase all demon stats, all stats, not even basic, all stats by 4% for each demon ally in battle and reduce the damage received by 10%. If all allies in battle are of the demon race at the start of the battle, you're going to apply the black shield to the demon race, basically. The black shield is going to provide a shield that is based off 700% of the defense of Zeldris' defense, which is kind of crazy to think about a little bit. Because do you actually want to scale up on defense? We have to wait and see what his skills are based on. I'm pretty sure it's still attack. I haven't actually seen it just yet. But yeah, the start of battle, so that means if you do go second, you'll still have a shield on, which is quite nice. And also then reduce the final damage received by AoE skills by 50%. So it's going to be a bit harder to break through all the shield together with AoEs. Also, in the looks of it, there's no cooldown on the actual shield, like in terms of like how long it lasts. But as we read more down, it only lasts basically 1 turn because he does end up removing it himself. This has got some like OG Leduciel and like Green Fraudian spiced in here. So at the start of the battle, deal or deals, it says deals, but it's just going to apply the palm of domination to enemies who have initially defense lower than yours. So very much like OG Luduciel, if you out CC the enemy, you then get that defense lower. This one's a little bit different, not as like stupid pay to win as how it was like Luduciel. But yeah, if he does out defense any character in the enemy team, which should be probably more likely, because if you are going to give more defense towards him, or if he is based off defense a little bit, he's probably naturally going to have higher defense than most characters. Not a lot of people, especially because he's given all stats as well. I mean, you get basic stats a little bit, but not that many people focus too much on defense, right? But yeah, as you can see, when he does low, or if he does out defense someone, he can increase his own stats by 8%, and you're probably going to get upwards to what, 20. So assuming you lower all defense, that's 24% all stat increase. Surely he's not going to out defense everyone, right? Because the other Zeldris might be trying to out defense you as well. But at one point you'll probably do it. So a little bit of a CC character until like a box CC and like a bit of a well diff in a sense. But yeah, 24%, and you get 12%. So you have what, 32% all stat increase. Right. So what he also does as well, for every one palm of domination given towards the enemy, all stats are stopped at 10%, so I think just lowered. So they're going to lower the all stats of the allies by 10%. And also as well, when the enemy uses skills against the demon race, you're going to be using, or they're going to do 50% damage dealt, which is like raw. If that applies to everyone like constantly, that is insane. Definitely going to be more of a pay-to-win character than most festivals we've seen, in the sense of like, yeah, if you don't get this effect to go off, that's a huge, huge difference. Also, apparently, when he does use his decay skill, you'll be given the black shield towards your demons again, so this will be the reapplying the shield. Also, once again, roll around the shield a little bit, which is what I mean by she's kind of like Roxy from Ashoka Tensei. If this shield is removed by enemies using a skill during the enemy's turn, deal 100% damage equal to the value of the shield's defense at the start of the battle towards the enemy. It also counts as reflected, so it can bypass an actual, what would it be, like a melee Ellie revive. So think of it as like, okay, you have the shield on, melee Ellie does an AoE skill to break all the shield. We don't know how much damage it's going to deal, but if it does do enough damage to where it does kill the melee Ellie, then it will bypass the revive, like how it works. Only going to really work towards melee Ellie because there's not that many characters have revive. Beru, for example, doesn't revive. He just instantly heals at 1 HP, so it wouldn't bypass him, for example. But don't worry, there is a way to counter him a little bit when we get towards the actual commandment. But this one's kind of cool a little bit to make him a little bit different towards Roxy. So Roxy, before, if you remember what she does, she applies a shield at the start of battle or start of the turn as well. But in next turn, just applies it again. This guy's doing something a bit different. So at the start of the ally's turn, except the start of battle, so you still have the shield at the start of battle going first. If a black shield is attached towards a demon ally, basically, remove the effect and grant the knight the increased attack rate stats ability by 20%. So very much like Roxy, if you have this shield on, you will give them 20% attack rate stats for, I think it was 1 turns or 2 turns. Only difference is, though, is that Roxy applies his shield passively, but Zeldris isn't doing that unless he uses his decay skill. But also as well, not only is your allies or yourself also going to get 20% attack rate stats, he's also going to give himself the black sword effect, which is going to be equal to the number of effects withdrawn, up to 4 times for 3 turns. So that goes kind of crazy a little bit. The black sword is attack rate stats abilities, or maybe just attack, but I think it's probably like attack rate stat abilities by a 50%, stacks up to 4 times. 60%, crazy, and it also increased the critical damage too. So yeah, honestly, I like it. I really like it. Like, I really did enjoy Roxy, one of my favorite characters, because of that shield mechanic and like playing around it, trying to keep the shield on. Zeldris is like a lot more easier to do that, and when you do proc it, you're gonna get a crazy buff, because Roxy didn't get much love in that sense, right? But it's kind of cool to kind of bring that back around a little bit. Then we have the commandment. This one's kind of confused a little bit, because it may be something like how we have Galen's Coerce, where at the start of battle, he's just going to apply it towards the enemy. So what it does say is remove all buffs. All right, so I've just realized what editing, but actually, yeah, it is a talent. So you can see the actual icon. So it is a talent, and when it does say remove of one enemy, I'm pretty sure you can select this. So you select the target, and then you click the talent, which will then apply, or I guess in this sense, apply the black curse and remove all buff effects. That's a crazy counter to Beru. It's a start battle, if he taunts up, you just don't care. Click remove all those buffs, and you can also apply this towards like another Zeldris too to get the corrosion on, because obviously then it will apply more damage, and then it will break all these shields passively, which is actually very, very good. And then we got later on, but I kind of thought this might be a commandment a little bit, which also that means you have got the commandment from the actual Mael, which lowers HP, which is actually good because there's a debuff on the enemy team, and he does want debuffs. Okay, so then we have the skills. Also, kind of surprising, the Hellgate Sword, which was the AoE skill from story mode, is now the ultimate, which makes sense because literally this is the only skill he actually does in the series in this form. So fair enough, right? So as you can see, takeaway already is based off attack, so it's not actually defensive build, but you still want to go a bit of defensive, who knows. But okay, so I'm pretty sure it says deal 500% of black attack power to one enemy, which looks like his little punchy one he does from the story mode. So black to indigo is going to increase critical rate by 2%, and bear in mind he gets critical damage with his passive. Increase damage dealt by 2 times if the enemy is affected by a debuff, which he might, or I guess he doesn't really do too much. That might be towards who applies debuffs? I guess Mayo with his commandment. Damage dealt towards affected black indigos by 150%. Moving on towards the AoE skill, which we haven't actually seen. Might be a mix of what he does in the first form, actually. So, deals 3% attack power onto all enemies as... I guess it's probably decay, right? So decay is ignores enemies' durability and defense, and it increases damage dealt by 8% for, or I guess pace rate. So that is the decay skill. So every single time you do an AoE skill, you're going to apply shield towards yourself. I assume that's what it means here. And also down below, we have the Hellgate Sword, the ultimate. Give yourself 2 black swords, and the black swords are going to... We go back towards the actual ultimate or the passive. Black swords, it can only stack up to 4 times. It's going to give you attack rate stat ability by 50% and critical damage. For 3 turns, deal 5% attack power to all enemies, and also black indigo. So probably, yeah, so just single target for AoE. They just love doing it nowadays. And in terms of him being a dupe up character, you can see here. So at 1/6, you're not going to have that minus 50% damage dealt when using a skill against the dominating palm, which is what he applies at the start of the battle. If you lower, or if you out CC then, or if you out defense the character. In terms of the shield reduced final damage, it is 5% up to 50. Not that bad. Is like getting 2/6 is really good, right? Because you get 4% damage dealt or final damage reduced. Then demons also reduced by 50% on the actual shield, or if you apply the debuff, right? You only get down 2/6, and then 3/6 is when you want to get it from the looks of it, because obviously the black shield, when you break the black shield, it then deals damage towards the opponent. It can scale up towards 100%, but at 1 to 2/6 only 50%. So 3/6 is a sweet spot where, like, okay, it's 40% reduced final damage taken. You have the actual 50% minus damage towards demon race characters, and 75% damage when you break the shield is much better than 50%. But obviously the best part is he's perfectly fine at 5/6. 6/6 is only going to be able to increase the damage on the ultimate and more CC, right? But yeah, that is not that bad. I thought it'd be worse, but 3/6 is still a lot to ask for a festival character. Alright, I've not read this yet. So, Demon Chandler, Skinneth Relic. Unfortunately, for the looks of it, it's not his lightsaber. We still don't have his lightsaber yet. Like, he has it in story mode. I don't know why they haven't given it for an actual relic. But I actually might make this one. I think I can make one relic as well. So, if all allies in battle are the specific, I guess, demons and characters who have commandments, the critical rate of the combats will increase by 50%. Ooh. Okay, so I think this one's increasing HP by 10% for each ally in battle, obviously demons, and also reduce the enemy's critical rate by 10% and crit damage by 20%. Not bad. Oh, again, I hate the way this Chandler plays out in game, but hey, it's fine. And yeah, that's the character, that's the patch notes. There may be some other things a little bit there, but people in the screenshots said it probably wasn't that relevant. I don't think it's even a new boss. It's literally just a character, and maybe there's a rerun of a boss somewhere. But yeah, that is... honestly, looking forward towards it. I'm not a big fan of demon teams entirely, but the banner, not great, but that's only for me. Obviously, you might like it. I don't mind getting 4 up because I still want to use it a little bit. Average, a little bit miss, but the character kit-wise is actually very, very good from the looks of it. Definitely a way to counter meta with all the buffs going on is crazy. Notably, though, no infect. That's, I think, the big note takeaway a little bit. I'm surprised he actually didn't get it because the OGs just had it. And, like, there's no way right now for demons to apply effect. And the debuff things confuse me a little bit, right? I don't know if he if the Palm of Destruction is a red debuff. It might be a grey or something, for example. But he does want to do more damage to his debuff characters, which he doesn't apply. I guess Mayo does too if you have his actual commandment on, but you might want to use the new commandment with the Zeldris. So I wonder how they're going to go about, like, showing the new one, because, like, they're clearly showing the cutscene from when he transformed to the first form. I wonder if next year we're going to get the first form. See, that was obviously what they were teasing, which I'm so surprised they did the second one. But I'm glad, though, because it's better. All right, here we go. Ooh. Wow, imagine if this didn't get spoiled, guys. Because at this point, I was still thinking, oh, it's the first one. And I'm like, what? Oh, kind of cool, though. His voice is a little bit different. It's like, ooh. Okay, so that... Okay. It is like the other one. I can see the ultimate. Oh, he actually grabs it. What the hell? Yo. Oh, no, this sounds different. It's not Japanese. Okay. Alright, let's go back a little bit quickly. Alright, so he had a punch animation, but he's updated it. It might be the same one, I'm not entirely sure. But like now it has effects to it, because before it was just punching, and he didn't have this like uppercut with the darkness. That's much better. And I think it's not similar, but the first form, I have to go check. I think I literally said that like he might do the AoE from this character. So we'll see. Also, the actual the one we're getting has an intro animation for the boss fight in game. So like I hope they just give that intro for like the actual like PvP. It's kind of sick. So let's see what the AoE looks like and we'll compare it. Because he goes up and shoots like blaze down, right? It's not the same. It's definitely, they definitely took it from that. Because he just does one. With this one, he goes up, flies up, and he shoots like 5 of them down. And it lingers quite a lot actually. It's kind of sick. But yeah, this one's kind of crazy because I think he does that and he like slams down. But he just fully grabs it. Fair enough. Alright, this is him in game. Kind of already seen the walk animation. We can't already seen the outfit, so at this point, like I said, we just jumped towards the actual the gameplay. Oh, so I realized it, but like I only noticed it a little bit. It's like that's like all the commandments is kind of sick. Yeah, because that's from the perspective. Yeah, unfortunate. No, he didn't have CC. He probably doesn't know. But if he out CCs, then yeah. So there's the black shield, which is what the guy did the story most. It's kind of cool they actually implemented that a little bit. So remember what he does is, if they don't break it at the start of the next turn, they're gonna get a 20% attack rate stat buff. We're using Chandler though. I guess you could use Chandler. So I forgot. Oh no, it's Demon Chandler getting the relic. Damn, that's tanky, bro. Is it a start second meta again with Demon King? Have we returned? And it's not a blue buff, because you can't remove it with the talent. Yikes, bro. Unfortunately, just didn't remove it. So they all get 20% attack rate stats. They do, and it's a blue buff. Yeah, so literally at Roxy, you can see straight away he gets the actual black shield buffs, or the black sword, so he gets 50% attack rate stats and more crit damage. Then he can buff remove. Deal damage as well. Oh, so it does deal damage when you apply the debuffs, right? Like his defense lowered all of them for the looks of it, because he got the black mist effect on him. So now he's got like 5% attack rate stats. Or all stat buff, right? Easy break the shield, and then AoE from this to reapply the shield too. Some pretty good damage though. 1.2 off of tier 1. And he applies the shield again. And I think it's the same. Is it the same stats? Like, is it going to be a base of 70%? We have to wait and see. Let's see. Yeah, how do you beat that, bro? And like Chandler's taunting too. I want to see how much damage it does when you break the shield. Because it does like 70%. But like, how much? Okay, he broke it. It killed. How much damage? Did it do that much? So yeah, AoEs. Actually, that makes more sense because he did the single target and it rinsed through it because it does more damage than the single target, where AoEs just don't work. I didn't really see the reflect there. It must be a little. But now he's got the AoE again. Two AoEs to kill. Yeah, bro. Yeah, like 1.1 mil on a just single target AoE. Or what, a tier 1 AoE? Damn. Tier 1 doing $1 million as well. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't even know how you're gonna... how do you beat this? They have to like really mess up, I think. Or Jinwoo's got to get to level 200 so quick. Because I don't think Jinwoo can counter them, right? Because if you break the shield... Or like if you have a shield up when you do AoE skill, you don't level up. Because I think you have to inflict damage. I mean, it literally just comes down to, did the Demon King draw an AoE skill? If you don't draw an AoE skill, then you're fine. But if he does, then yikes. I hope he gets sick as a demon. I mean, it's AoE ultimate. It's a good effect, like, in terms of, like, actual, like, cutscene. Like, it ends at the, like, a good time. God, that outfit's horrible. Alright, boys, that is Demon King Zeldris. Obviously, they went up against, what was it, another goddess team? Which like, okay, like, let's see how they do against the actual, like, you know, soul leveling team, right? Or, I guess that's basically it, right? Fairies too. Fairies would be good as well to see how they handle it too. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and yeah, peace.